What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down in the description. You also know I'm a Webull preferred influencer. If you did not look at my community page, they've got a great promotion going on right now. An APY up to 5.8%. So you get a higher yield with their new cash management. There's no account fee. There's no minimum balance. The regular APY is 4.1%. For the next 30 days, an extra 1.7%. National deposit rate, if you've got a savings account, I don't think I'm telling you anything you don't already know, 0.33%. So you can definitely make a decent amount of your money back with uninvested money by going to Webull. I'll put a link down in the pinned comment. And still, all the free stocks we talk about, imagine this. You go over there, you open an account, you sell those free shares, you let that money sit in your account, you get the 5.8% for the first 30 days, the 4.1% beyond that. You deposit that $1, you get even more free stock. Might not be a whole lot of money, but it can definitely be extra money every single month. So definitely do yourself a favor. If you haven't, click the link, check it out. Definitely something you want to look into. Other than that, I want to get into Maximum Football because a little bit concerned, to be honest with you. Listen, what we've seen from Maximum Football has been great, right? But the hype is here. And to me, the hype is twofold. Number one, there's people that just want a different football experience, right? There's people that just want a new football game on the market. And I can respect that. But if you go back and we look at where we are, right, over the course of the last year, we've had really two updates. Now, within this time frame, we've learned a lot of things. We've learned the 2K football game is going to be delayed. We've learned the EA football game for college football is going to be delayed. So I would think that it would be prime in terms of the market for Maximum Football to be putting out information. We didn't really get that. But then what we did get with the trailer was the understanding that the game would now be free. That was 2 months ago. When they came out with the game being free, yes, there was a lot of initial shock of how great the trailer looked, but there was also a lot of questions about what free-to-play actually meant and how that would implement into the game, specifically with Dynasty Mode, and what the end use of that would be for the customer. Now, we've gotten zero, and I mean zero news about this, other than coming this fall, right? So if you think about it, in most cases, we're easily headed into spring. Summer is going to be here before we know it. And then there's fall. And I understand that games generally run 2 to 3 months prior for a build-up. But this is a little different because when you look at, and what you've been looking at, Maximum Football is building itself off a game that was before a product Modus did not have. So you're taking over a game which has unmet expectations. And from there, you are trying to create a new look to a product, which you've been very successful in doing, but you're also trying to win over a new fan base. And I think we've learned in this community, the best way to win over a fan base is to be upfront and honest with your customer. And I'm not saying that Modus isn't doing that, but I'm saying if we could start to get back to what Maximum Football did, to what Axis Football did, and just give us every couple weeks a dev diary. Help us understand the process, how far along you are, what you're looking to do, what you're looking to build. And this is going to do a lot of things for us as a community. Number one, this is going to prove to us that you've got a roadmap, you've got a game plan. Because I hate to make this comparison, but let's just say EA Sports has soured a lot of us on 3-year and 5-year plans. Number two, it's going to help us set what I'll refer to as healthy expectations. And that's really the core of why I wanted to make this video. Because I'm seeing those expectations get a little bit too much. Okay? Let's be honest with ourselves. No game is going to come out of the box or out of the download week 1, game 1, build 1, and compete with any game that's been around for 30 years. And if you think that's reasonable, then you need to sit down and reevaluate your expectations, not just of a football game, of any game. Because not only are you setting yourself up for disappointment, you're setting a bar for a game that it's never going to meet. So if they continue to be transparent, show us what's being done, help us better understand what is going to be charged, when it's going to be charged, and why, right? Those are the big questions. When are you going to charge me as a gamer? Are you going to charge me when I get to a certain point, like I need to play seasons 5 through 10? When I need to upgrade a player? When I need to unlock a player? Why are you going to charge me? To give me a benefit that I would otherwise have by playing the game for a longer period of time and giving me the option to not play the game for that time frame to receive the benefit now? And how are you going to charge me? In-game currency that I accrue or actual physical funds? Every single game that we have right now, from a sports title perspective, other than the NASCAR game, which is an absolute mess in and of itself, has this same fundamental way of handling things, right? And to be fair, I think each company has gotten progressively worse, right? You can either, quote, grind out hours and hours and hours to get the same result that a dollar will. And moreover, you're seeing customers make that decision. Instead of grinding out the game, I'm going to pay the dollar. Okay? What I would offer is, if you have a game that's fun, that's enjoyable, that you want to play, grinding a game out doesn't become a hassle, doesn't become a waste of time, doesn't become mindless, doesn't feel repetitive, doesn't feel like it's a job, doesn't feel like you're just completing arbitrary tasks to get to a set point so that you can get the points you need. I've never spent $1 in MLB The Show, and I'm proud to say I've been happy with the game. I never load up the game, and I play just about every single day, and thought to myself, today I have to force myself to play this game to meet a goal of logging in every day, or playing a game every day, or meeting an objective every day to get points in Diamond Dynasty, because I feel the game has a great balance of my time spent versus my rewards given against what I would pay to purchase packs. That takes time for a company to understand. And that is going to take time for Modus. But the more time they have is when we have the information. And right now we just don't have a lot of information. Unfortunately, a couple things that I've seen recently. Number one, like we talked about, when you search Maximum Football, the problem unique to them you have is higher standards than I've ever seen any football game coming into the market with. And so much of the response is Doug Flutie's Maximum Football, which clearly is, although the same core product, worlds apart from a presentation, visual, and gameplay standpoint from what we've seen. And it's going to take years, and I say this as a creator, it's going to take years for them to shed all of the prior Maximum Football before the current Maximum Football overrides all those search results. And I don't understand why they aren't trying to build a catalog now with all the creators in this community. I don't care if they come to me or not. Work with the creators you have in this community. Give us information, even if you have to slow roll it. Let us share it with the community. Build a fresh base of information that someone can go make an informed decision about this game. And then decide if they want to download it, decide if it's worth to invest in paying to have whatever they're going to have to pay for, but more importantly, help push back all that old, outdated information, my channel probably benefiting the most from it, and give your current buyers, and I say that speaking only to the microtransaction, give your current buyers the availability to understand what they're getting, but also make sure anyone that downloads that game realizes it is light years away from the product they've seen in the past. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you watching this. You know I will be back in the week with more commentary.